It started as a log cabin many years ago, nestled among the oak trees at 11 La Jolla Forest Drive, Leola. During the years when liquors were prohibited, it operated as a speakeasy. When prohibition ended in 1933, the cabin was turned into a restaurant. Then a man by the name of Charlie DeSantis bought the property in 1958. In the 50 years that he owned it, he continued upgrades until he closed it in 2008 and retired. Lucky for us, the partnership of Kirk and Pam Liddell and their 4 children 2 years later became the new owners, and the restoration they've worked so hard on is beyond amazing.
Here we are at the beautiful log cabin, and we're spending an afternoon here sitting outside in what I call the nicest patio dining in Lancaster County. This is Steve Painter. He is the chef here, and I want you to tell us a little bit of the history of the log cabin.
It originally started as a speakeasy, 1926 during the prohibition until 1933. There was one old lady that came in, she was probably in her 80s or 90s, and she says, I remember coming in here and dancing on the bar and driving home the same day to York County. So there's a ton of stories out there about the whole history of the restaurant. So
you have quite a history for yourself. I mean, you've worked with a lot of famous people.
I have,
Tell us about that.
I've worked with a lot of famous people. Julia Child's probably the most famous celebrity chef I worked with, but like Rick Bayless, Jean-Louis Paladin, a whole gamut of just really good cooks when I was at the Greenbrier. We did the La Varenne cooking school, so I got to pal around with them, and I would help them with the demos and things like that. Every once in a while, I'll run the bouillabaisse special that Julia and I used to demonstrate.
Coming here in the wintertime is always so nice and cozy because there's fireplaces in there, and it just is such a good feel. But now that it's summertime, this patio, like I said, it is the best patio in all of Lancaster County. Summertime brings a lot of different things, not only the outside patio, but a lot of different cooking.
It's all seasonal. Summertime, it's a lot lighter. You know, we're doing a lot more salads, lighter fish items, things like that people want to come and try something fresh.
And you use a lot of local, freshly grown things in everything that you make.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The eggs we get locally, and corn. I mean, now produce is starting, so strawberries, rhubarb, things like that. So
I had your salmon. It was phenomenal. Thank you. The best. I mean, and everything was good. How often can you go somewhere and you go, the asparagus was really good, but the asparagus was super good, and your desserts are right up there too.
Thanks. Yeah.
And now that it's summertime, now that it's beautiful outside, tell me about some of the things that are coming up that our listeners would like to come see.
Well, first Wednesday of every month we do wine tastings. So we do 2 seminars of wine tastings. So we'll be doing that. That'll be out here on the patio. And we're also doing a summer soiree.
Ooh, what's that?
So this is the last Saturday in June. We'll be doing live band, some beer tastings, some wine tastings. And then also the menu that we're doing is a lot different than what we normally do. So I'm going to roast whole pigs, and we're kind of basing it around that in more of an outside kind of glamorous yet casual, dress up, wear your fancy hat, wear your flowery dress, and,
It's a great place. I really urge everybody to take advantage of the big sweet deals that's coming up as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us here. It's been great.
I guarantee you will never be disappointed at the beautiful historic log cabin restaurant, 11 La Jolla Forest Drive, Leola. And you can't beat the deal that the log cabin is offering you beginning Thursday at 8:30 a.m. It's a $100 gift certificate for only $50. Whether it's your first time or if you're a seasoned customer, you don't want to pass up the sweet deal. Go to WIOV.com, click on the sweet deal banner. A $100 gift certificate for only $50. Tell them Casey said to.